Hey friends, my name is Gabrielle and welcome to FrumiousReads, and this is...
Me.
What's your name?
If they don't know my name by now, they don't deserve to know.
Oh gosh, this is Christian.
Hi there.
And we are doing episode 2 of our Cunning and Loyalty podcast, which we're both very excited for. This is what you're going to see on my channel. It's kind of the sneak peek before we talk about the books. We have some theories regarding Queenie Goldstein and what her role will be in the third movie and why she did what she did in the second movie. So we're going to talk about those and hopefully you guys like them. And if you guys want to hear the full podcast, then check it out in the link in the description down below. Right now we are only on Podbean, but we are hoping to get on iTunes once we have our third episode up so that we can submit the RSS feed and do all that fun techie stuff that I didn't realize was necessary in a podcast. So yeah, let us know what you guys think of this part of the episode and we will talk to you guys soon. And it's a little echoey because if you didn't see in my last one of my later videos, the 12 Days of Christmas book tag, my shelves collapsed. So we're kind of rerouting in front of the Christmas tree, especially because Christmas is tomorrow. All right, you ready?
Let's get started. Yeah.
Let's get started. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about Queenie. Okay, so what, because Christian, you saw both, and you haven't heard any of the theories about why Queenie did what she did. So.
No, I just assumed it was just because she didn't like the rules that America imposed on wizards and witches, and, she fell for Grindelwald's speech, essentially saying, like, you can do whatever you want. On my side, it doesn't even matter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he very much has that like silver tongue quality. Like he can speak and people just like kind of are captured by what he's saying.
Yeah, we kind of talked about the last episode with Credence, or now he's known as Aurelius. Yeah, and how it wouldn't be out of character for him to be lying like that, but it's like very
which
believable.
is what I'm hoping is what actually happened.
We don't need to rehash that.
We're not going to. If you guys want to hear more of our thoughts on Aurelius / Credence / I want to know who I am, whatever his name is, then check out our first episode. We had talked about a lot of the theories that people had there.
Yeah.
So just so you know, and this is something that I'm kind of hoping would be true because it would make more sense for her actions this movie. A lot of people are saying that Queenie is actually playing double agent. So she's really going in on Grindelwald's side so that she can betray him later. What are your thoughts on hearing that for the first time?
It's an interesting theory. I can see it, but at the same time, I feel like she really is following Grindelwald and everything. Just because I don't want to say that she has this crazy and mentally ill personality, but she really does truly love Jacob, and she wants to do whatever she can to be with him. And I feel like for her at that moment in time, following Grindelwald was the best option for her. Yeah.
I want to believe the theory that Queenie is a double agent because it would make a lot more sense with her characterization from the first movie. However, just with everything that she did in this movie, if she was made a double agent, they'd have to do a lot of retelling.
They'd have to do a lot of backtracking as well.
Yeah, because her whole character, like that was a big thing. Her whole characterization in this movie was so completely different from what we saw in the first Fantastic Beasts.
It really was kind of like, not a complete 180, more like a 45-90 turn.
I feel like in the first movie we had a Queenie who was very like self-assured. She was confident. She was okay with being independent. She wasn't like after this she was a romantic. I feel like we got that vibe from her the first movie, but she wasn't someone who was like, romance was her main goal and her main goal was to get married type thing. And she was very level-headed almost.
Yeah.
Like she was very emotional and she was more open than I think Tina was portrayed.
Right.
In the first movie because she was a good contrast, but she wasn't this very rash and almost one-dimensional character that we got in the second movie. So that's why for me it's like because she was doing such controversial things to what I believe her character would have done, I would personally love to believe that she's playing like a long game somehow and she's using her legilimens to kind of see what Grindelwald is predicting and then play off that so she can make certain futures happen.
Right.
I also feel like if that was true, then a lot of what they put into the second movie, like her putting Jacob under a spell and her being so focused on being married and the whole crazy thing, like I don't know. I feel like all of those were so out of place that it would be hard to work that in if she's playing that double agent strategy.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and I think that's why I don't think the double agent thing is going to happen.
Right.
Just because, her personality, it wasn't the same as the first movie, but at the same time, there was enough time progression for me to think, maybe she and Jacob tried to make it work, but at the same time, they were trying to hide so much who they wanted to be that Queenie just couldn't deal with it anymore. And
That's true.
And when you have potions and abilities to kind of change reality at a whim, because that's really what magic is, you're changing reality. So she has all this power that she can't really do anything to be with the person she wants to be with. It's a little upsetting that's where her character's story is going, but also I get it. I think
it could have been done better.
Yeah, I think that's a problem with the second movie. There were things in there that will be great, but they could have been done a little better.
Right. I think that too. And part of the reason why I would love to see Queenie as a double agent is that it would be very cool just to see on screen. Because Queenie is like a legilimens, right? So she is an expert and adept in going through and navigating other people's minds. So just seeing if she had that like ability to go and see what futures Grindelwald is thinking or what futures Grindelwald is planning, and then like reacting based off that and dropping hints here and there. So playing almost like Snape, except for I don't know. It would just
being
be
like a proto Snape kind of thing.
Yeah. Just it would be so cool to see that. And maybe that's where they're leading her character. Maybe she'll join Grindelwald like in the heat of the moment, like how because of that fight that she and Jacob had.
Yeah.
And then later on realize
that she's in the wrong.
Yeah, like this isn't getting her what she wanted.
Give
like
her
this
kind
isn't
of a full redemption arc.
Exactly.
I think that would be more satisfying because again, it really was sort of in the heat of the moment.
It was.
Like join me or die in these blue flames.
Yeah. And you just had a huge fight with your fiance or whatever, so your significant other.
I wouldn't put it past them to kill off Jacob
and have that be her
catalyst
start.
For bringing it all down. Again, like a proto Snape.
Yeah.
But with a better love story than Snape.
Snape was.
That could be a whole other thing.
Let us know if you guys want us to talk about the whole Snape arc, because that would be really fun.
That'd be exciting.
But
yeah, those are my thoughts on the Queenie.
The Queenie arc.
Yeah, the Queenie side of things.
The Queenie side of things. There we go. That's a better way to say it. So I guess I agree. I would like her to make more sense in in film 3.
Yeah, they're practically books.
Yeah. We'll see. We have 2 years to wait, so.
Oh, shoot, that long.
I know, it's a long time.